It's a storm, it's a gale, spinning tails like hurricanes. Through the laughter and the hail, humor makes the heavy rains. Casino money lost in the whirlwind of thought. Tarzan's in the jungle, clapping cheeks uncaught. Jesus had low key, but we turn it up high. On allegedly lane, we let the limits fly. And the wind and the wet, hurricane of talking shit, bringing life through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. We're the wind and the wit, hurricane of talking shit, bringing light through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. It's a storm, it's a gale, spinning tails like hurricanes. Through the laughter and the hail, humor makes the heavy rains. Casino money lost in the whirlwind of thought. Tarzan's in the jungle, clapping cheeks uncaught. Jesus had low key, but we turn it up high. On allegedly lane, we let the limits fly. And the wind and the wet, hurricane of talking shit, bringing life through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. We're the wind and the wit, hurricane of talking shit, bringing light through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be.
Yeah,
What's good, okay, homies? Back for another Tubular Tuesday. It's your boy, the Juggernaut Jester Josh, aka the freaky fat fuck with an affection fetish, and that's what it is, okay? Aka the Hungry Him Bro, aka the Grizzly Bear. And this right here is the sausage slinging samurai.
Slightly
Bear.
panicked.
What?
Slightly panicked.
Why are you panicking?
Because, dude, whenever you hit me with the screen, oh, fuck.
Woo! Yeah, okay. So this here is the sausage slinging samurai Sam, aka the Desire Wolf, aka sit and spin, ladies. It's what it is.
Bet, let's go.
It's what's up, dude. Because I'm pretty sure you need a small girl. Okay.
Whoa.
Hold on.
No. Small, you gotta make sure.
Petite
Petite. There,
Petite.
that's better.
and short. Very petite. No, not petite. Very short. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get there. Okay, I got this. Okay, listen.
I'm trying to listen to this description.
Okay, listen. You just need a small woman.
Or midget.
Yes. Okay. You need a small. But I can't say that part first because then it ruins the joke. Okay.
Oh.
So you got a small woman.
As soon as it said midget, we lost viewers. Fuck.
Damn it.
Wrong word.
Okay. I got this.
Take that. Bring it back.
You
Sorry,
need a small woman with sexual autism. You need a midget spinner. Yeah. I knew we'd get there. I knew we'd get there.
It would work someday.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry,
you
bro.
need a small woman with sexual autism. You need a midget spinner. It's what it is.
Okay.
Okay. Now another question.
What's up?
Okay, if a straight girl's wearing a strap on, is she a pirate because she's got a peg leg?
Actually, a valid question.
Because you know how they have names?
You
They have
thought
names?
about that because, like, I fucking mentioned we joke about the one dude getting pegged.
Maybe. Now,
Maybe.
now what I'm saying is, you know how there's like names for gays? Like
What's
there's
up?
the bear, the otter, the sloth, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? we need ones for lesbians, and I'm saying, okay,
Yo, dude.
okay, the peg legs. What's up? Scissor Sisters, peg legs, and what else can we go for?
Jared, no, nobody wants to hire you.
Carpet
as a stripper,
carnivores.
Bro. Jared's trying to get hired as a stripper right now, and I have a problem with this. That's
A
not
midget
how we're
stripper?
doing this, Jared. You're not getting hired as a midget stripper.
No, bro, you don't have
You're
the
getting married
hands.
in May.
You're not a
can't be
midget.
stripper.
You don't have the hands.
I don't care if you got a tripod.
Yeah,
It might be slightly bent.
yeah. He wants to know if he wants us to get midget
Oh
spinners.
no, I'm cool. That would kind of be weird.
Midget strippers.
That'd be so weird.
Bro, come on with their little fucking Mewtwo bottoms.
That'd be so weird.
Come
That'd be
on,
like
bro.
throwing Pokeballs at him, bro.
Yeah, yeah. You grind on my Pokeballs. Let my Onyx come out. What's happening?
Hey,
Hey, who's that Pokemon? Onyx.
yeah,
How you
ain't
doing?
No way, bro.
Hey.
No, cuz,
Hey,
no.
get my rock
I am-
smash off.
Dude, is this what? This is not what we're doing.
Come on, bro.
Hey, dude.
Come on, you ain't gonna let me have fun with the little Apom bottoms?
You can go do that, man. I'm gonna go fish or something while you do that. All
Come
right?
on, bro. You know
Alright.
what's your problem with naked midgets?
It's not naked midgets. I don't like midgets. I'm not into them, bro. They're not my thing.
Dude, we're not there to fuck them. We're there to laugh at them.
I'm not. But you're sitting there. Nah.
What?
Nope. Ain't no way. I just couldn't laugh at it.
So if I call her
It'd be
Mewtwo, you
weird.
ain't gonna laugh.
I'm gonna laugh, but it'd be weird. It's just gonna be so awkward.
Oh, this
They're gonna want to
guy,
fight
bro.
you, bro. You're gonna get beat up by a bunch of midget strippers.
What a story. Do it for the story.
Jared said, "Bro, but a tiny cloister."
Dude, because
Nah,
like,
dude.
let's be real, dude. Somebody asked you, so how'd your trip go to Florida? What's a better story? You know, I went out fishing. You know, I caught like a fucking, you know,
Shark.
an 8-footer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds dope,
Whatever.
actually.
Or I went to a midget strip club and got attacked and ended up in the hospital, but I took about 7 of them with me.
I'm on probation.
Yeah, no.
So the second one
midget
sounds better.
court's different.
Midget court's different.
It's different,
I think it's a hate crime too. Like,
bro. Listen,
I think it's like abuse and a hate crime at the same time.
not if they attack you.
I don't know about this, dude. I don't know about this.
Bro, you're Fallujah.
No, I'm not dropping 1 bomb, 2 bomb, 3 bomb, 4.
Yes.
No, bro.
Did you see the clip today?
Yes,
It's good stuff.
it was good stuff. Tiny
My mouth is dry as
blow
fuck.
out of it. I feel you, dog. It hit me.
All right. So now that we got that out the way,
Yeah,
whatever that was,
yeah.
the intros are
Whatever that was.
The intros are getting interesting.
What up, Sparky?
What up, the crazy sparkles? Yeah. Yeah, my dad's the type of guy who's like, how much time we got left in here? We're like 20, 25 minutes. You walk up to the closest one and be like, yo, so like, you be sucking
25
dicks for
bucks?
money? You
Like,
be sucking
what's up?
dicks for money? No, I don't be doing that. Well, which one of your friends be doing that? I got time. I ain't got time.
That's wild.
That's what it is.
Yeah, no, see, midget strippers ain't gonna do it for me, dog.
I think it would be awesome if we went to a regular strip club
And there was
who
a
had one
stripper.
midget.
That'd be dope. I'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
down with that.
Yeah, yeah. And then that'd be awesome because I'd pretend that she wasn't.
What do you mean?
Like,
by that? What do you mean by that, dude?
I would be like, I would just like,
Okay, what's up, bro? What's
if
good?
me and her had an interaction,
Okay.
I would definitely make sure I did not bring it up. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, because like my instinct would be like, so like you hate like carnivals and stuff because you can't ride the rides, right? But you can ride this ride. You know what I mean? Like that'd be my
Yeah.
instinct, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay?
I'm not gonna do that.
So I'll treat her normal. I'll be like, so like you love regular bicycles, and you know what I'm saying? It's like,
You gonna go ride a bicycle later?
yeah, like
So I ride
What's
a
your-
motorbike. You want to
what's
hop on
your-
the back?
what's your favorite activities other than making chocolate for a guy in a top hat?
You're such a fucking idiot.
What, dude?
I just don't know. Dude.
What do you want me to do, dude?
Not want to fucking terrorize midgets sexually.
Dude, I'm not 100%.
100%.
65%. We're talking mathematics here. Shout out, throwbacks.
He said I ain't been in it in a while, so like, If I give my good 40-50%, that's equivalent.
Yeah, bro. I'm like a pirate ship. Even at half mast, you would see that. You would see it.
Jesus fucking
What's
Christ.
up, guy?
What's up, dude? What's up? What we doing today?
Dude, I don't know, but why you keep doing the Chris Jericho?
Because I can't get my hair to sit right. It's like all fluffy today and wants to go everywhere. It's gay.
Okay, so what do you want to do? What do you got to talk about? There's some stories. Anything happened to you this week?
I mean, I'm a little upset that Destiny has like a 3-week season for a video game.
Talk about that.
That's upsetting.
Okay, what's a normal Destiny season?
3 months.
And what do you do? Like, explain to me explain to the viewers at home.
Dude, the entire idea. Listen, no. And it's over fucking whelming. I can tell you right now, because you have to do. They have Guardian games going at the same time, which is absurd. Which is like a fucking event in which you can earn a bunch of different shit. You got to compete for gold medals, and like, depending on what class wins, they get like a gold fucking class item for the rest of the fucking year. So it's kind of cool thing. Whereas like the other ones will get like fucking bronze and silver. So it'll be like, yeah, you're a piece of shit and we're the best. So it's bragging rights type deal. But yeah. So you gotta like compete together with the same class, shit like that, in Guardian games. And you gotta actually like grind it out. Same thing with the seasons. Same thing with they released something else. I can't remember what it is. Oh, there's a bunch of different game modes that are coming out with here in season 3 that we gotta get ready for. There's fuck, dude. It's fucked. It's too much to do in 3 weeks.
Okay, and why are they doing this?
I don't know. What? Bad fan.
Bad fan.
Bad fan. Anyways, what was I thinking?
You were talking about the Destiny season being way too short, too much to do, too little time.
Yeah, it's bullshit, dude. Imagine if Fortnite gave you 100 days to grind out in 3 days. Or 100.
Well, dude, it's not that extreme, but during the OG season,
yeah,
it was literally only 34 days, the season. And you still had to get your battle pass worth of money.
Yeah.
So, like, normally it's something that takes, like, 4 months, like 3 to 4 months.
Well, I guess I shouldn't call it a season. Okay, because here's how they have it broke down right now.
Events?
No. So, they've been doing, like, acts throughout the fucking shit. So, they have episodes that are broken down into acts. So, we had 3 episodes this year, which have been broken down into 3 acts each. So, 9 acts total, alright? I don't know how they decided that one was going to be 3 weeks long with this kind of bullshit, in my opinion. And especially launching an event at the same time.
That's crazy.
It is bullshit. They launched a new game mode for the season and shit, too. There's, the season coming up, there's going to have shit, so it's alright. Kind of with it.
Hey.
I think they're going to end up pushing it back, though, if I know Bungo.
Bungo?
Yeah. Bungie.
Why'd you call it Bungo?
That's what I call them whenever they fuck shit up.
Bungo.
You need to figure out what you call Epic whenever they fuck shit up. Because I guarantee you Epic fucks up too.
Epic fails?
Epic fails, that's what you call
Yeah.
Bro.
Whenever they fuck up, I call them epic fails.
That's actually fire.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's actually...
Don't call yourself epic, that's pretentious.
Epic games? Epic fails.
Epic fails.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Like
It's not a game, it's a fail.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
I like that.
So, I saw a fucking AI's getting out of control.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a clip that had me fooled for about 15 seconds, and then from about 15 seconds to 20 seconds, my brain started going, I don't know, that kind of reminds me of something. And then from 20 seconds to 25 seconds, I was like, no, I'm not going to lie, this really reminds me of something. And then at 30 seconds, they hit the reveal, and I said, you sons of bitches. And this is what it was. It said, official Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay. Okay? And it's a fucking person, and they're doing crazy shit. Like, they're fighting cops, you know what I mean? They jump out the car, they're fighting a cop, the cop's shooting back, you know, they do a fucking crazy angle thing. And I'm like, at about 20 seconds, I go, that seems familiar gameplay to me, actually. What the fuck is that? And then the next set happens, and I'm like, no, that's weirdly familiar to something I play a lot. And then out of nowhere, they just start building walls, and it's Fortnite. And the AI literally changed the Fortnite to make it look like the new Black Ops 6. And then slowly integrated it, making it more look like Fortnite. And I'm like, this is insane, bro. You can't trust nothing no more.
Yeah, Fortnite's wild, ain't it? I mean, AI's wild, ain't it?
AI mixed with Fortnite.
Did I mention last week that fucking Microsoft basically broke into quantum
Yeah,
computing?
we had a whole 15-minute segment on it.
Yeah.
When I submitted it into the AI thing that clips it based on engagement, it made 5 clips out of that talking point.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That was a fucking, yeah. You know what I mean?
We were covering some stuff.
Yeah.
We was all over the road.
Dude, I mean, yeah. It's actually still scary to me, though. Thinking about it. And now you're giving the, if you program something right, you could give it the ability to completely free think.
So you know what that means, right? I don't know if I can say it on the podcast.
For free think and access all information on the internet if it's smart enough.
We're gonna have to make EMPs.
It could connect to all things in the world if it was smart enough. If it could figure out hacking, it could connect into anything in the world. Especially our old ass like 1986, 1990 systems that are spread throughout the United States. Think about that. That's interesting.
Yep, and that's why it's hilarious. The government. I was reading this the other day. It's so funny. A bunch of government agencies between 1995 and 2010 spent millions and millions of dollars transferring all their papers into electronic catalog. And now they're spending millions of dollars to put everything back into files so that they can verify. Because if everything's on the internet and somebody hacks it and changes it, is there ever a way to tell that it was changed, right?
Yeah.
So you have to have the original printed somewhere that can't be hacked.
Yeah.
So they spent millions upon millions of dollars of transferring all their files from files to the internet. And now they're going to have to fucking go from the internet and print everything back out and put it in the files so they can verify things in the future. And now they're doing that. Like they're like a bunch of these warehouses that Elon Musk is finding and stuff that like the government's just been paying for like 5-6 administrations that like we don't use anymore. But like the bill just keeps getting paid because the government doesn't have to check its balance, right?
Yeah, you just don't give a fuck.
So there's just been buildings that we've been paying for that haven't been being used. So now like government agencies are using those buildings now to like store files and stuff so you can go verify shit. So in the future, there's a possibility where everything you see on the internet, you're going to have to go to a facility somewhere in your country and go find that original file and make sure it matches what you're reading on your phone. If like it matters that much to you. You know what I mean? Like in like a court case or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have to make sure.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'm actually kind of nervous about that. I'm coming off probation soon. I don't want to go through all that.
Well, dude, what about what happened to my dad, bro? My dad had to deal with this, bro.
Oh, dude, you want to know what happened? Did I ever tell you about when I was in jail?
Okay, you tell yours and then I'll tell mine.
Dude, so my first cellmate, whenever I got with in there, well, mind you, after I was in holding.
Yowody.
What?
Yowody.
Hold up, first off. After I was in holding by myself for like, I don't know, about six hours, they then sent me up to solitary. Like, they called it SHU there. Solitary Housing Unit. There's no fucking, like, cells or something like that available at the time. So then they transfer me down to the block after, like, I don't know, 16, 18 hours, something like that. I can't remember exactly how long. It was probably about a whole day, but I don't know. Then I went down to the one pod, and my first cellmate that I was in there with, old boy was like, yeah, no, I'm in here off of a probation violation. I've been off probation for like 10 years, dude. I'm like, no fucking way, bro. It blew my mind.
All right.
Like,
so check this out.
But he was out the next day. Like, dead ass. He was out the next day. He's like, I knew I would be, but it's like, but like, he got held over the weekend and shit. You know what I mean?
So this is what happened.
Yeah.
My dad, before I was born, was in trouble in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
And he skipped bail or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know the specifics of the specifics, but I know the generality of the specifics. Okay?
Yeah.
So my dad skipped bail or something like that, and there was a warrant for his arrest. Okay? But it went away. Okay?
Yeah.
So then, or maybe it didn't go away, but it was mishandled. So when they transferred it from the filing system, because it was before I was born, so I was born in
Oh,
94.
you told me about this. This is where you
Yeah.
got
Okay,
I'll let you go with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're about to say, though.
So, my dad got arrested before I was born, and then
Don't chat on me. I know this story.
he
I
skipped
know this
bail.
story.
And there was a warrant out for his arrest, and he left, okay? And then they transferred the paperwork from a filing system to the computer, but nobody knows how it happened, but somehow in the system it got put in that he had a warrant, dead or alive. So me and my dad are just chilling one day, driving our piece of shit car through a piece of shit town, just minding our business, right? Then all of a sudden we get pulled over, and this cop doesn't come up to the window for about, I don't know, we don't know how long, but it's long enough for both of us to be like, well, this is weird. Why isn't he getting out of the car? Right?
Yeah.
So, next thing you know, about 4 to 5 cars pull up to the intersection and draw guns on my dad. And they're like, get the fuck down. Like, there's like pointing guns at him. I'm like, get the fuck down. I'm gonna fucking shoot your ass. Because he had a dead or alive warrant. Okay?
Yeah.
So then they send him back. They
Don't chat on me.
they
I know
arrest
this
him.
story.
They arrest him. They send him back to Maryland. And he's in there for like 2-3 months. He's in the library. Finds some sort of fucking like book or some shit. And it has like some sort of thing. He invokes that. And then gets off on a technicality on some bullshit. And it's like, hey yo, what if you would have... That would have been my villain origin story. I did not have the brain to stop myself from becoming fully evil if you kill my father in front of me over a clerical error. A clerical error?
Hey, yeah, that could have been the
So
better.
an office lady
villain.
killed my father by proxy?
Oh, dude, you
Pissed.
would have had the whole fucking villain arc in general, dog.
Yes!
The one person in your life,
The one person...
after your mom tried to
Yeah,
choke and
yeah,
kill you, dog.
yeah.
Hey, yo, you would have been Batman.
Dude, I would have been the Riddler or the Joker.
Oh.
It would have been bad news.
Oh.
Okay? I would have been...
Oh.
Imagine that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 scene at the airport, but imagine a police station. That would have been me! You follow the internet? Fuck you! That Dershowitz guy, the fucking, what is the guy? The Columbine shooter? The fucking, you know what I mean? The guy who was like, dude, the future's fucked,
You
AI's
never-
taking over or whatever.
No, that's not
Okay?
the Columbine guy. Dude.
Yeah, whatever. They're all the same. They're all heroes. Okay.
No!
Wait, what? Okay, no. In the timeline where my father was killed, in the timeline where my father was killed,
Yes, you
these
got
guys
to
are my
precedent
heroes.
some of these things with
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. All right.
Okay, so what we're doing right now is called a Category 5. Okay, it's bad news. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do from now on. Whenever I go too far, to save ourselves from getting
It's a
canceled.
villain arc.
Yeah, just call it a Category 5. That's our saying for it's a joke. I'm amping up the wins, which is for fun. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm hitting a Category 5 right now. So, all these fucking school shooters, bombers, just overall domestic terrorists are heroes, right? Okay? In Category 5. And so...
Is that how that works? I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
No, it's like the forgiveness button. Beep, beep. Okay. It's so in the clip.
So like, okay, let me get the rules set on category 5
yeah,
here
okay.
before we continue on. So like, if I go out and like kick a cat across the street and it gets hit by a car, can I just say category 5? Is that like a joke? Haha.
No,
Oh.
not real actions.
Oh.
On the it's a podcasting only.
Oh. Okay, so real actions is where we draw the line.
Yeah.
All right.
We can talk about
What kind of real actions though? Because there can be comedic actions.
is it on the podcast? Category 5 only works
What if
on
I filmed it and brought it into the podcast? Or what if I filmed it and was like, I'll show it to you and you decide if it's on the podcast?
We'll take it to Hurricane Court and let the chat decide.
That's wild.
It's what it is.
It's wild. It's a wild.
Now, back to domestic terrorists being heroes.
No.
Now,
No,
if
no,
my
no,
dad
no,
would have
no.
been murdered
Okay.
in the streets
By
of Washington County, Pennsylvania, the heroin capital of the East Coast, okay? If those cops who deal with fucking shaking citizens on a regular basis couldn't hold their trigger fingers while a crippled man was getting out of his car and shot him dead, oh, dude, if you don't think I would have went, I would have joined the military for training. I would have fucking
There's
came
so
out
much
that
more
bitch.
to that.
Oh, dude,
Bro.
you guys don't even know. You thought Rambo was a good movie? You would have to see the documentary about my life. It would have been nuts.
He was one fucking bad step away from
Yeah,
killing
dude.
Ted Bundy.
One
dude.
itchy trigger finger of a Washington County police officer away from seeing probably the biggest villain in American history
Think about this though.
of the 21st century.
Think about this though. You might have got like super buff though from that.
I would have. That's why I would have joined the
You'd seen
military.
These cops like big as shit, and you'd have been like, bet. Just roided the fuck out, went to the military, and then fucking got the special weapons training. You know, came in, da, 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 like how they do here.
I would have watched every spy movie, spy show, and workout video possible. I would have been a parkour expert, a martial artist. I would have been a John Wick gun specialist. Like, I would have been that guy. I would have had patience beyond patience because
I would be out here curving bullets just.
I would have waited. I would have waited to the perfect moment where all my training culminated I'm the apex predator of Pennsylvania, right? Okay? And they would have been fearing my ass, right? Okay? Next thing you know, I walk into Washington County Courthouse. Where's Gomez? Right? Where the fuck is he? You know? But I already know exactly where the fuck Gomez is because I put a tracker in his soup yesterday morning. Okay? So I know where the fuck Gomez is, okay? But guess what? Gomez is already dead. Killed him already. It's whole thing.
What it is, chat.
But it's what it is.
What it is, chat.
One itchy trigger finger away from me being up there with Berkowitz and all those guys.
BTK.
Hell yeah.
You're not really into the whole serial killer thing, are you?
No, it doesn't interest me at all.
That's sad, actually, dude. I like the psychology of it.
I think psychology is interesting, but like I don't care about how they do it.
The thing that I find interesting is like,
Aw. One of us kicked the camera.
it's fine.
I mean, it's fine, but it's not the way I had it.
Anyways, fucking like the brain scans and stuff indicate like similar brain activity in fucking geniuses versus like fucking like serial killers, schizophrenics. You know, it's savants. It's kind of crazy.
I definitely find like the origin story of them interesting. I don't care about the kills themselves. Does that make sense? Like the only aspect about the kill is that if they do something specific every single time, what caused them to do that specific thing. But the entire like, oh, I
like to know what actions they take in order to, like, I don't need to know every single detail, like fucking and all that shit. Like the order in which actions occur can tell you like basically fucking a lot about like the psychology of the person. You know what I mean?
Let me explain this. I like this. I like people interviewing serial killers and the serial killer talking about how from their perspective. What I don't like is watching documentaries where people take, you know, like reenactments and they take liberties and they infer things. Like that doesn't interest me at all. Like all these Netflix documentaries and stuff.
Oh, dude, actually there is a good Netflix documentary. Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, good.
But I'm actually hyped about this one. It's a Charles Manson one.
No, it's based off the book I've been trying to tell you about. No, I'm excited about this one too. High five!
Okay. Either way, time out. I've already knew a lot of the facts that were in that book because I never read the book, but I just always did a lot of research on Charles Manson myself. And there's like another, and this book, and I mean this movie, like mentions the fact that it was like the Beach Boys probably played a good part in fucking Sharon Tate's murder. Like not directly, like they didn't fucking say like have anything directly. They didn't have anything to say with like fucking, you know, the Manson family gun. What?
Tell them I know.
So basically, if you watch this documentary, you're gonna find out that the Manson family went to Sharon Tate's house. More or less under the impression, like Charles Manson was probably under the impression that the Beach Boys producer was there, and he wanted to kill the Beach Boys producer because basically this one of the songs, "Good Vibrations," that the Beach Boys ended up making, and it was a smash hit for him. They only paid him $300 cash. All right, now you and I know how like. A little bit about how the record business works, at least the general scheme of how payouts work.
Yep.
You get royalties for stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's not a $300 cash deal that you get handed. You get royalties, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they basically took advantage of Charles Manson and fucking had a smash hit record, you know? And he sent them there to that house because that producer lived there 2 weeks prior to Sharon Tate moving in. Literally, that guy moved out. Sharon Tate moved in, and here comes the Manson family looking for the producer. Them not knowing that, because all that Charles Manson said was kill everyone in the house, because he expected it to be the producer, bro.
Right. So a lot of the book is about before all of that. Is about Charles Manson's upbringing and how he was definitely coasted by the CIA and MK Ultra with the LSD experiments and all that stuff.
Well, they talked about that clinic where he went to.
Yes.
He took the girls to and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they think
And it
that
shut
was
down.
normal.
It shut down 2 months after this book came out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, but do you know why this documentary is getting made? Joe Rogan.
Really?
Because Joe Rogan has consistently said one of his top 5 favorite podcasts he's ever done is with the guy who wrote that book, because it's the most extensive breakdown he's ever had of anything. This dude spent 20 years writing one book, spoke to over 200 people, and he basically said that I have a separate book of where you can take anything you find in the first book, and I'll show you who I got it from, when I got it, and how reliable they are. And then it's like, okay, bet. Okay.
Yeah.
So then this guy
I'll cite my sources, though.
Yeah, this guy tells the story. He literally spent 7 years.
He had the interviews with that shit, dude.
He spent this guy that wrote the book spent 7 years basically doing CIA shit, where there was a guy that worked in the government who he knew had information about it, and he was like, well, I don't want him to know that's the information I'm looking for. So he befriended this guy and grew a relationship for 7 years before he asked him the questions. Like, this dude went deep. He went fucking Mission Impossible deep.
Yeah, no, that's fire, dude. It's crazy to me that, the whole scheme of the thing,
It's like how,
dude, they rated...
the clinic was called Haight-Ashbury.
Yeah, it was a day, I think it was a day before the Sharon Tate murders, they actually, raided the fucking complex that they were staying at. And took, a shit ton of guns and shit.
The guy interviewed 3 of the sheriffs from places that arrested Charles Manson before the murders took place, and 2 of the 3 of them said that they got a call within 24 hours of them filing the paperwork that they arrested Charles Manson. They got a call saying, release him, this is above our pay grade.
Here's something that I'm not getting, though, too. One of the guys that were supposed to participated in the Sharon Tate murders, he supposedly was arrested, the day before, fucking in another county.
Tex Watson.
Yeah. Yep.
So
how the fuck did he take part in the fucking murders if he's arrested the day before? He wasn't released.
Well,
because he was being held for another murder.
Because he probably got the same treatment. They were like, release him above your pay grade. I don't know. I don't know the specifics of that specific thing.
From what I seen through the entire documentary, they kept referring back to him.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah. Oh, I watched the whole thing.
What's it on?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't have Netflix.
Fuck! I watched it back, specifically at these parts whenever they were talking about the murders. They never say anything about him actually coming out of jail. They kept referencing and that's what he kept the interviewer himself kept saying I'm just not getting the timeline of him being arrested the day before. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's very interesting, dude. How did he participate in it if he's supposed to be?
So, one of the people I keep referencing, what is it, the Columbine shooter, or the guy who's super smart that wrote the papers being like, AI is going to control us all?
I don't know.
Is it Berkowitz?
No. I mean, dude, a lot of serial killers are super smart. You're not narrowing the field much.
It's one of the famous 5, though.
List the famous 5.
I don't know them all. That's the problem. If I knew the famous 5, I'd already have the answer. Dude, isn't that a weird thing? This is what pisses me off about brains. How is it that I know I can't remember something? How can I know I don't remember, but I can't remember? How do I know that I know it, but I don't know it? How do I know it, but don't know it? What the fuck? What the fuck, brain? Hey, brain, figure it out, right? What the fuck are we talking about here?
The brain ain't braining, bro.
The brain ain't braining, and I'm pissed about it. No, but anyway, he spent, when he was homeless, he spent time at Haight-Ashbury, the clinic.
Yeah. No.
Crazy. Okay, Jer said, speaking of trigger finger, anyone see Red State?
No.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
No. I definitely did enjoy that documentary though, bro. That shit was fucking fire overall. It's definitely one of the better things that I've watched recently.
Hell yeah.
I was overall very impressed.
Well, even the fact that it's related to the Kennedy assassination.
It could be. Yeah, they mentioned a slight link. Yeah.
Yeah, because, well, I'm pretty sure he's saving that because he's going to make another book, and it's going to be all on that.
I'm sure.
It's a cult movie. Heard.
Um,
But the guy who was the guy in charge of MK Ultra, that was basically Charles Manson's handler, was the guy who went in and interviewed Jack Ruby, who killed Oswald. And spent 4 hours in an interrogation with no cameras with him, and then when he left that room, Jack Ruby didn't make coherent sense anymore and was considered clinically insane. So the guy in charge of MK Ultra goes into the guy that kills the guy who kills the president, who claims he's a patsy.
24 hours before that, he was like fully coherent, good, fucking everything. And, then...
and 3 eyewitnesses say that when he was on the ground after he shot Oswald and people tackled him, as they were holding him down, he said, I don't
"What's
know. Going on?
Yeah,
I don't know what's happening."
Yeah. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
that is actually pretty wild. What kind of shit they were doing?
Well, it makes me think, like, if the CIA is so willing to kill a president to hide what they were doing,
what did they? Our whole celebrity thing, no, well, I'm not gonna say all of our celebrities, but who's to say that some of these celebrities aren't like fucking CIA or FBI plants?
Most of them are.
Like, who's to say this whole P. Diddy thing isn't just, like, getting him out of the limelight because, like, his time's up with the FBI, CIA, and it's time to actually retire. You know what I mean?
Well, bro, I think that it's pretty obvious that Hollywood has been dictated by the CIA for cultural reasons for a long time. I mean, during the 60s and 70s, before the internet and, like, basically colored television and all that stuff, like, all of our famous artists and the Beatles and I mean, all of our, like, famous musicians and stuff, like, the CIA propped up all of them to make the American society look so great across the world and stuff. So, like, that's exactly what they were doing. Every single TV show from the 60s and 70s, what does it show? It shows a house where the dad works, the mom's at home cleaning, the kids have toys, they have a backyard.
The perfect family life.
The perfect family life. And that was propaganda, so the rest of the world, and even the people in America that were poor, would be like, oh, that's what everybody else has. I just need to get out of where I'm at. If I work hard at my job today and I get a promotion, I can have that life next year. You know what I mean? So they were doing that. And I don't think the CIA just decided in the mid-'80s, hey guys, we're done with Hollywood. We're not going to do this anymore. I think they just got way more sneaky about it.
Yeah, shit, dude. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of, like, FBI or CIA plants out there in the fucking, Hollywood industry. Like, actors, actresses, musicians, fucking shit like that. You know what I mean? I feel like that wouldn't be a big surprise.
I think it's interesting that we're getting a lot of British actors recently.
And here's my thing. Like, okay, let's point to recent things here with this. Like, Doge. It's bringing up things like, we brought it up in our fucking clip. Let's talk about this as a serious note real quick.
Okay.
Right? Like, the Sesame Street fucking shit in Saudi Arabia and shit like that. Iraq, whatever. All right? How hard is that to just fucking say, oh yeah, we sent that and it went and happened, but, like, just send it to build, like, a CIA black site where you can, like, in Hollywood or some shit like that, or keep funding it, or, like, fund this guy to come up through some shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
How hard is it to push that agenda?
Well, it's literally just money laundering.
Exactly.
They're just using it for other things. Like,
no shit. That's what it is. But I'm obvious to the point, the fact that Doge is, like, revealing shit that is just money laundering. But but how they're laundering it is, we're not going to get into how they're laundering it, because it's basically just fucking saying, oh yeah, we're designating the Sesame Street in Iraq, but it's realistically just going to fucking somebody's pockets. That's literally how it's being laundered. But
yeah, you make the Sesame Street show cheap as fuck with AI or something. You make it for like fucking 10 grand, and then you have 19 million, 990 million to spare. Yeah,
so, like, dude, realistically, all that you gotta do then is just funnel it over to, like, let's say, think of a recent controversial artist that doesn't seem like it should be. They should. This is probably gonna get hated if this ever blows up, but fuck it. lefty gunplay, completely talented, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's he end up on a Kendrick Lamar shit just saying 3 fucking words, and now he's like everybody's favorite person?
I don't know.
Dude,
But
listen, just hear me out. And
Mhm.
it's on Kendrick Lamar's biggest fucking album. All right, ever, like number wise, like ever. You know what I mean? Like he's actually like fucking topping the charts and shit. This is his year. And no, fucking. So, you got that dude who fucking just came up out of nowhere. Like, granted, he might have gang connections and shit like that, but how hard is it for the fucking CIA or some shit to pump money into that gang and get that one person, you know, elevated?
yeah, it's not.
That is easily to influence.
And then-
Have you ever seen the dude in an interview?
No, I don't even know who you're talking about. I'm
Hell,
unplugged. I'm unplugged.
Do you want to pull like fucking? I need you to pull up a video if you want to see this. Like, you can see the man in an interview for 30 seconds, and you can just see the dude is brainless. There is something wrong with that man.
Well, that's how I feel about like Little Pump and all those guys.
No,
Like,
no, bro. Like, no, there is something wrong with that man.
Okay,
Please
Well-
look up a video.
okay, we will. I'm not trying to get the YouTube thing. YouTube's being fucking gay as fuck. Okay, but here's another one. Think about this, bro. Elon Musk goes in and cancels 90% of USAID's investments, right? Okay, and this is the first year in like 9 years that we went through a Black History Month, and I didn't see a single fucking thing about it.
Yeah.
There wasn't protests, there wasn't celebrations, there wasn't concerts for no
Yeah, there was
reason.
nothing crazy about it.
Nobody, there wasn't, companies didn't do shit. Like, it's almost like USAID was like funding all of this Black History Month stuff. And it's like, okay, so is it DEI or is it USAID? And the question is like, who knows? But it's strange that you get somebody in the office who's like, enough with the fucking dumb shit. And then you have another guy who's canceling corruption, and all of a sudden, it's all about money.
Yeah.
It went from trans, gays, fucking, the border. You turn on the news right now, it's all about money.
Oh,
For the first time since the Great Recession, fucking, you turn on the news, it's all about money.
Yeah,
It's like, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, no shit, dude. But listen, man, I just, you gotta see a fucking interview with this guy.
All right.
Absolutely, bro. Because, like, and another thing, if people question him about his past, he is a little sketchy about it, too. Which I get if you did gang activity and shit like that. Like, maybe even cartel activity.
Or if you're lying.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the dude seems brain dead and influenceable. Give him money and it's easy to influence. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Yeah. I mean, Ice Cube talked about this when he was doing like rounds on podcasts to promote the Big Three. Like, people would ask him about like the music industry and stuff.
Well, look,
And even he said the CIA has propagated hip hop culture to make black people seem worse.
Well, yeah, no shit, and that's what happens is they'll fucking sign the artist that promotes violence and shit, as opposed to the one that's at like showing skill and stuff like that. Like, look at your most unsigned artists and shit that have to promote themselves, Montana 300, shit like that. You know what I mean?
See, like, I've changed my tune a lot. I used to think he was way better,
Yeah.
but like I've changed my tune on it a lot. But it was just because he was new and I was in a
Yeah.
weird spot. But like, Dax is very talented. He's not a goat or
Yeah.
anything like that,
Yeah.
but like, he's unbelievably talented. But he's positive.
Yeah.
Why the fuck isn't he getting any like recognition? But these
Yeah.
people who are just like, and when I'm on a beat, I'm on the beat. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And then you're like, okay, so
Crazy,
like,
scary, spooky, hilarious.
there's these people that are on fucking the station at my job that play rap music, like new rap music from like Atlanta and stuff. And I swear to God, I'll listen to 4 different artists in a row and I'll think
They
it's
sound the
just an
same.
album.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this guy's hard. And they're like, what guy? I was like, the guy who's done the last 4 songs. They're like 4 different dudes. And I'm like, so
That's
all of them
crazy.
sound like they're like mid-puberty black dudes that sip too much lean, that like have the same flow on a similar beat. Like, what is happening?
Oh, no, bro.
It's very annoying.
Yes, it is.
I just think that music is running out of space.
Ideas?
Like, well, just like there's not much music left to be done. Like,
As long as we all agree to hate Taylor Swift, I'm cool with it. Sorry, it's my mom.
I'm pretty sure that Taylor Swift is like a heel in WWE.
Taylor Swift is the heel in WWE, like for the music industry. You mean?
Yes.
I like that.
Taylor Swift is the heel of the
I
WWE.
wasn't ignoring you, and I'm sorry for the pause there, dude.
It's all good.
It's my mom. I always fucking gotta answer.
It's all good. But that's how I feel about her. She's loved by certain people, and I call them idiots.
Taylor Tards.
And she's hated, but still watched because nobody wants more than the heel to fail. So you still have to watch to see him fail. So that, like, her...
I don't give her any play.
She's to the music industry of what Logan Paul is to the internet.
I will sit here and talk about her, but I won't, like, give her the, like, view or the fucking, like, click on a fucking news web title or anything like that.
Well, see, bro, it's like, it's a weird thing for me because, like, I've never hated her except for I'm just a contrarian. And when people love somebody so much, I'm like, man, fuck that person.
Nah, dude.
But also, I don't get her music that much, except for, here's where, like, I'm a little bit biased. I had my first ever slow dance with a girl to a Taylor Swift song.
Which one?
Romeo and Juliet. Or,
How you slow dance to that?
I don't know. We
Okay,
did.
bet. All right.
I mean,
Whatever.
dog, I was a big kid back then, too. Everything I did was slow dancing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
dude. I you
It's
know.
what it is. But she was so hot. Shout out Tori. Yo, you was a baddie as hell. Yeah, I say, hey.
Hey, he's stupid.
Yeah, I say, yeah, Tori. I'm not gonna say your last name because I don't want to call you out, but it's crazy.
Crazy, dog.
But yeah, no, but anyway,
I went to one of y'all's homecomings before. That shit
Yeah?
was lit. Yeah.
that's cool.
That's
I never went to a homecoming or a prom.
The girl I
This was a
originally
middle
went-
school dance.
The girl I originally went with, I ended up dancing with like 3 or 4 other girls that night, including her
Yeah,
and one other.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's cool.
it was wild. It was fun.
It's crazy stuff.
It was lit.
Hell yeah. Sit and spin, ladies. Midget spinners.
Midget spinners.
It's what it is.
Dude.
All right, bro. Did you see the news?
What's up, dude?
What the Steelers did?
No.
They traded for a wide receiver.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, they no.
DK Metcalf.
No, bring T.O. out of retirement,
Oh,
dog.
you know who DK Metcalf is?
Yes, he's fired.
He's the big body bully from the Seahawks.
He's fired.
So now you got the bully bros. You got George Pickens. So
Oh,
they're
dude. You got NBA young boy in there.
You have
NFL
two-
young boy. My bad.
you have two receivers who are good at the same thing, going up and snagging the ball, who have tempers that on a regular basis get in the fights with corners. So this morning I saw like
on a regular basis.
On a regular
That's
basis.
not even wrong, bro. George Pickens is just like, what? You're a corner? Fuck you.
that's DK Metcalf, except
No
DK
way.
Metcalf is 215 pounds of shredded muscle, and he's the strongest wide receiver to ever come out of a combine.
Bro, I'm not gonna
He
lie.
put up lineman numbers on the bench press.
Have you ever seen fucking George Pickens draft video?
Yeah.
I love it, bro. I mean, just sitting there in a shiesty like this, just yeah. Shook his head as soon as they announced it, bro. I loved it. That was just the hardest fucking thing ever.
This is our new wide receiver.
Oh yeah, he's shredding motherfuckers, bro. Hey yo, man.
Hey, dude.
George
he-
Pickens about to fucking be like, yeah, bro, squabble up with him.
So,
What happens if him and George Pickens have beef, bro? What if the
you
two,
notice his number is also 14.
what if the two young? Oh boy. Oh
No,
boy.
But think about this. If you're a corner and you're going against the
Who gets the
Steelers,
number change?
probably DK.
You think so?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's customary that, like, if you're going to another team, that guy gets to keep his number.
What if it's been your number through the career though?
Well, it has. But DK hasn't done anything super spectacular. He's had a bunch of 1,000-yard seasons and stuff like that, but he's never been, like,
This is
the
like
guy.
George Pickens' like second season, ain't it?
His third season.
Yeah. So
So
like,
this last season was his third season. This is his fourth.
well, can't you say like? Can you say he's been like stand out or anything?
I mean, it's going to be up to Tomlin, but Tomlin normally lets people on the team keep their numbers.
Fair enough.
But this is what I'm finding interesting, right?
Okay.
So this offseason, we found out that one of the issues is that Tomlin is in the analytics now, and he finds that over the majority is you're twice as likely to throw an interception over the middle of the field than to the outside of the field. Okay? So now he has the two best outside, like, bully ball catchers. And we're never going to throw over the middle. So it's literally just going to be, all right, who you going to double cover? You double cover in DK or George Pickens?
DK or George Pickens? Yeah, it's gonna be hard
Because
never have him cross routes.
you just have them. But it's going to be interesting because we're going to have
It all
so
depends
many
on which one's fighting the corner at the
unsportsmanlike.
time,
Yeah,
bro.
we're going to have so many. Bro, this morning I saw.
I want to hear it. If it's got to do with my boy George Pickens, I'm with it.
It was a reel, and it said, anytime a corner breathes in the AFC going against the Steelers anymore, and it just was like a movie clip of a kid like going, and then all of a sudden there's just people going, boom, 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 just beating the shit out of him. And then like they would mix in like the fights that George Pickens has had, and then DK Metcalf. And DK Metcalf is literally notorious for fist fighting with Darius Slay. They hate each other. And the Steelers just signed Darius Slay.
No way!
This offseason, we're going to see at least 5 full fights come out of training camp.
Oh,
DK
man.
and Darius Slay are going to fight every single day.
Dude, there's no fucking way this is going to be good team fucking work.
No, it's horrible. We're fucked. And guess who our quarterback's going to be?
George Pickens is going to be your only hope, bro.
Do you know who our quarterback's going to be?
Who?
Because Justin Fields decided the Steelers won't guarantee me any money past 1 year. So I'm signing with the Jets. So Justin Fields signs with the Jets yesterday. Russell Wilson doesn't want to re-sign with the offensive coordinator.
Okay.
So the Steelers, guess who they're interviewing this morning? Aaron Rodgers.
No fucking.
So we're going to have Aaron Rodgers, who hates diva wide receivers, with
Oh.
the two biggest diva wide receivers in football. It's going to be pretty cool. Oh, and Najee signed with another team, too, so we don't have a running back other than Jalen.
I'm going to watch. Wait, what?
Najee signed with the Chargers.
No way.
Yeah, so we have Jalen Warren as a running back. But the Steelers have him on the trade block if anybody wants to give up a second-round pick.
Jesus fuck. Whoa, buddy.
It is not a good season to be a Steeler fan. If we thought last year's locker room imploded, we're not making it to week 3 without a fist fight.
No way.
Because week 2, George Pickens is going to get pissed off at Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is going to twinkle his mustache and fucking be like, you're a fucking dumb idiot. You don't understand routes. You don't try. You don't know how to catch the ball unless it's fucking 18 feet in the air. You know what I mean? It's going to be a bad
season.
Because do you know why Aaron Rodgers didn't re-sign with the Jets?
Why?
They only had 2 things. They only had 2 requirements.
How's that?
You have to participate in training camp.
Okay.
That was requirement number 1 for Aaron. Request number 2, he couldn't go on the Pat McAfee show anymore. And Aaron Rodgers said, fuck you. I'll go to free agency. So that means that he's going to go on the Pat McAfee show every week and talk shit about our receivers. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry for your Steelers, bro.
It's so bad.
I'm sorry. The Pens ain't looking good either, and I know. Yeah, none of this is going to go good. We're about to be the city of losers for the next couple years, unless the fucking Pirates do some crazy shit.
They won't.
I mean, they have been going over 500 the past couple seasons.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
But you have to understand this. 500's just 500. The thing is the playoffs, most of the teams are 650 or above.
Yeah, no shit.
And did you know that out of the top 8 teams in the final bracket of the last
did they
year...
make it to the playoffs last year?
No.
No? Damn.
No.
I thought they did.
No, they didn't. So, the final 8 teams, okay? 7 of the 8 teams were the top 7 spenders. So, only 1 out of the top 8 teams was not one of the top spenders, but they were a middle-of-the-pack spender who had a rookie superstar, okay? The Pirates are literally the bottom spender in the league. We would literally have to have Paul Skeens do magic, okay?
Paul Skeens do magic.
And every team would have to get cursed in our stadium for us to make the playoffs. Let alone
the playoffs.
Playoffs. That's what it is for the Pirates because they ain't never seen it.
They ain't never going to see it.
No, bro.
We need to get an NBA team. Yeah, dude.
No, we don't. The NBA is a dying sport.
NBA?
Yes.
Oh, you know what we need to get? Listen,
WNBA team?
no. So I just seen an awesome sport the other day. It's so imagine parkour tag,
Okay.
add in MMA,
Okay.
but remove the tag.
So you chase them down and beat them up?
But there's obstacles that you could like slam them off of and shit like that.
Okay.
And like, yeah, the objective is to KO or submit your opponent.
Okay.
It's a team sport.
I think I've seen this.
It's fucking great.
Have you seen the Gladiator Wars?
Dude, another one I love, the medieval fucking
That's what I'm talking about.
M1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. M1 medieval. That shit, they go hard, bro. They. I
What
remember,
psycho signs up for that?
I would love to actually try it just one time.
Cool, man.
Give me a sword and a shield, bro. And in the armor, I'm in there, dog. I'm gonna try this shit. I'm ringing somebody's shit.
Yeah, no, I'm cool.
I'm ringing somebody's shit, bro. Fuck that.
Not like, my thing is like, I couldn't see myself in the life that I live. I couldn't see myself doing it. Like, if I had like free time and like I could train for it and like get used to it and like get used
Give
to
me
the
somebody
armor and
that's an
stuff.
amateur like me, and I want to go at it. That's all I want.
Oh, so somebody who's never even done it before?
Yeah.
Well, now we're talking. Now I
Yeah.
might be in.
Exactly. That's,
Now
that's
I
the
might
scenario in my head.
See, in
I'm
my
not
brain-
talking about going against the fucking professional.
Yeah, well,
right
that's
now,
what I
bro.
was in my head. I was like,
I'm talking about like
what am I
we're
gonna
going,
suit up and go in there?
we're
on
going
TV?
to the entry level tournament down the fucking road, and we just happen to have a suit of armor, a shield, and a sword, and you know,
Okay, I'll do it. Me and you versus two random homeless people.
I'm fucking them up, dog. Ain't no way first thing I'm doing is shield bashing. Dude, okay, time out. Because you do get to pick your weapon. You can actually get like fucking like, you can have two-handed weapons. Like
I want an
sword.
axe,
You want an axe?
like a one-handed axe.
In a fucking shield?
Yeah,
I want a scimitar and a shield.
yeah.
Yeah. I can get a little bit more heft into the fucking swing. And I can also use that back fucking point to poke at the back of their legs and fucking shit like
The
that.
axe is for
Nah.
hook their leg.
Yeah, well, that is good. But the poking and like also it's say if I was to swing with the backside of it, it's crush. It's gonna do like some crush damage against the armor. You know what I mean?
And also, what I want to do is I want to take the axe.
I basically get the best of like.
I want to pick them up. I want to slam them. And when I get in a full mount, I want to take the axe and I want to put it right in between where their shoulder meets the arm thing, and I just want to fucking rip it open, and then I want to chop their arm off.
Bang. You know what I mean?
Legal murder.
Legal murder.
Who would you do? Like what sport, if it was legal to murder in,
Oh,
would you participate?
medieval.
Medieval?
Yeah.
If it was like you're not gonna get arrested if you kill somebody in there?
Medieval, no rules, like fucking shit. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Then this might sound psychotic, chat. I don't want anybody looking into the fucking psychology of this because I haven't even looked into it myself. But I've always thought it'd be cool to go back to like fucking, you know, times whenever there was before black powder and you just had to like chop at somebody with a sword. Like, in order to kill somebody, it's personal type deal.
Castle times were the best.
Dude, I want leather armor and fucking like give me a fucking sword, dude. Let me go to like Roman times. I'm with that. I wouldn't mind being a gladiator if I was one of the gladiators that's being treated cool. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why. Okay, so when I have this discussion with people, like, what would you rather be, a ninja, a samurai, or a knight? Everybody thinks being a knight would suck dick, and I'm like, do you guys forget the hierarchy? We're third in the fucking rung of awesomeness. Peasants have to do what we say.
Yeah.
Like, we're fed. They make sure we're fed because guess what? We're the killing machine of the king.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're making sure we get the best food, we get the best quarters.
And if
Sure, we
motherfuckers-
have a schedule, but guess what? Peasants have a schedule too. It's all the time because they're starving.
And if motherfuckers show up wanting to smoke, the knight's there to provide it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But
And you get a squire.
here's the thing about gladiators, though, too, bro. If you're a gladiator and they treat you right, you get fed, taken care of, you get to fuck whatever the hell you want. You know what I mean? The only difference is, and you get to pick your fights most of the time. You'll be like, oh, we'll make it interesting. Give me the fucking. I don't want to fight the two big brawling motherfuckers. Give that little guy that. But I want to fight that guy there that I know I can take on, but I'll make it feel like it's good. You know what I mean?
That's
They
gay.
don't want their bad gladiators or their good gladiators dying. Good gladiator was fucking valuable to fucking like emperor.
It'd suck to be a knight for a shitty king, though.
100% would.
Like, you know, you're just like one of the fucking king's guards, and like,
The
so
worst would be fucking samurai. Can we talk about that right now?
I
Because
was
any little fucking
I
thing,
was talking.
I know, but any little like thing of that disrespects you or your family, you got to kill yourself over.
So imagine being a king's guard, right?
Okay.
And then just somebody just like looks at him sideways, and you just happen to know that person from because like your family grew up next to theirs or something.
Yeah.
And then he's like, kill them. Now you have to kill somebody you know is a good person because the king is a psychopath who's like, I didn't like the color of their eyes. Or, better yet, like, you have a girlfriend and you're late to a fucking meeting and the king thinks it's because you was shagging because your fucking hair got a cowlick or something.
Kill her.
And then you have to kill your own fucking love
Yeah.
because the fucking psycho king's a psycho. That would suck so many bags of dicks. I'd rather kill myself.
100%. 100%. I would.
Or what if he makes you fuck like a cow or something?
If you could be trained like any warrior in hand-to-hand combat, which one would it be?
Like a specific type of warrior?
Yeah. I'm taking the Spartans. 100%. They've learned wrestling and fucking like fucking, you know, weapon fight. You know what I mean? I feel like that's beneficial in those times.
I mean, it's definitely down to either. I mean, samurais are so disciplined, but only in the one aspect. Then you got knights that are good in hand to hand and sword, but they're used to having armor.
Well, dude, you know there's actually like some Nordic like tales about Vikings and shit like that, where they're talking about like fucking warriors actually like slamming other warriors so hard that like they would see like the bones in their neck pop out like and shit like that.
I think it'd be pretty dope if you had like.
That's a hell of a fucking force. You're like just boom. Imagine seeing like a 6 foot tall, blonde, fucking buffed out berserker motherfucker on mushrooms running at you, just bear hugging you and slamming you into out of existence, basically.
Okay, 3 scenarios. You have to choose which one you want to be.
Okay.
You are on a pirate ship that, in order to survive, has to take over like an island. Okay, but the island has a decent cat. We'll just call it Scotland.
Okay.
Okay, you have to take over. You have to try to take over Scotland. Okay,
Okay.
as a Viking with your crew. Okay, or you're a knight and you're trying to withhold the siege at a one of the best castles in the world. Or C, you're a samurai who has to go in and kill a leader without being seen. Which one of those?
Ooh.
Which one of those tickles your fancy the most?
I'll take that siege, bro, because that'd be hard as fuck. Just the last stand moment, dude.
Yeah,
just
dude.
standing there with like the fucking like just a big dual wield fucking axe, like just
And like you're the commander, so like I
you
forgot.
gotta
You're the
charge,
commander.
dude. Yeah, you gotta
So-
charge.
Yeah, and like it's like because like I think of like the Alamo, how like we remember it. It's literally such a piece of shit story.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like because the one dude decided, oh fuck, this one side's loose. Let's start taking the stuff from the other side where they're not at and start building it up over here. They lasted a lot longer, and we're like, that guy's a genius. Like
Yeah.
imagine the stuff with our brains we could come up with in a siege, like the strategy we could come up with. Okay, I have to say Ninja is probably the best for
Yeah,
heartless
Jared's agreeing with
asshole.
me, dude.
I think the Knight would be the best for solid life, and Samurai is just kind of fucked. That ease of bringing dishonor and death to yourself or family would be so
That's
hard
why I
to
want to be a
avoid.
gladiator, dude. A good treated gladiator that's treated good, like a valuable gladiator. That'd be fire. But anyways, out of those scenarios, though, yeah, the fucking like, dude, like let's talk about this. Helm's Deep. That is exactly what I thought about with that. From fucking Lord of the Rings, dude. Come
Okay.
on, dog. You know what I'm talking
I've
about.
only seen the first movie.
The second movie's so much better. The first movie's set up. You wasted if you didn't watch the second movie, you wasted your time watching the first movie.
Yeah.
I'm being dead ass, bro.
Dude, I kind of feel that way. That's why I never watched the second one.
Bro.
I was like, so this whole
Listen,
movie's
homie.
just them walking?
Listen,
Just
bro.
them walking!
Listen, bro. Me and my friend, me and my boys at work. No.
Let me describe my version of the first movie of Lord of the Rings.
All right.
Little bald creature finds a ring in the water. Okay? It somehow makes its way to a wizard and some hobbits. And then they walk for about an hour. And then I laugh because somebody says, but what about second breakfast? And then they walk for another hour. Then they get to a river and they're like, we're almost there, guys. And then the movie ends. And that's it.
The Fellowship was all set up for the second movie, bro. The second and third movies go so fucking hard. All right, listen. Me and my buddies who are actually, me and my buddies at work are huge fans of fucking Lords of the Rings. All right, we were literally having this conversation because it started off. You could spend a whole day watching all the movies in succession if you really wanted to. So I was like, well, that begs the question of like, what's your top three? And like, they didn't want to agree with me at first, but then that like, The Hobbit could be in the top three. All right, you know what I mean?
They were walking in the mine, were they not?
Yeah,
Like, sure, there was
dude,
some
the mine
creatures.
sequence with the fight and with the troll was fire, but like, it was all set up though, bro. Like, the entirety of fucking Fellowship of the Ring was set up. There was a little bit of action just to keep you kind of entertained. But like, once you get to like Helm's Deep in fucking the second one, and then you get to the Return of the King, there's so much more action going on and shit like that.
Maybe I'll rewatch the first one and then watch the second one right afterwards.
Well, yeah, no, and that's a big canon event too that happens there, bro. You're not wrong. Like the whole thing where fucking Gandalf strikes his staff and says "Fly, you fools" and all that shit. Like, yeah, no, that's a huge fucking scene in that point. I'm not saying that you want to cut that out, but I would definitely say like the Fellowship of the Rings is more of a setup movie as opposed to the action parts of. It sets up for the action of the next two movies, basically. There are action parts. I'm not denying that. But you got 3 hours.
Okay,
of
let me redo the telling. I was very crass and very offensive.
Oh, you missing parts is what's upsetting you. Not
Yes,
me.
yeah. No. My
I'm
telling.
gonna let you cover your ass now. I'm sorry, Neil.
My version. Okay, this is how the movie went for me. Okay, so there's a fucking creature, this little ugly ass little Dobby looking fuck. Okay, pulls the ring out of water. Wizard gets it. Gives it to fucking the hobbits. They go on a journey, right? Then all of a sudden, right, they find themselves at like a fucking cave thingy. He falls in the well or whatever, makes a bunch of noise. They have to fight some fucking trolly things, okay? But then they keep walking. Then they're still walking. Then they find some elves or whatever. And then there's a fucking tall Orlando Bloom elf who never runs out of arrows, who's kind of a badass, right? And then people keep trying to like, the ring is very corruptive. The ring be corrupting. It's a corrupting ring. It's what it does. It's the whole thing. It's the precious. Okay? And then, okay, let me be fair. The ending of the movie pissed me off. They just got to the goddamn river and they were like, look, I can see the mountain. And then the movie was over. Just like I guess the miscommunication is I didn't realize that you immediately needed to watch the second movie.
It's so much set up for the other movies, dude. But here's another thing. You can watch The Hobbit before you watch the fucking Lord of the Rings, and it's even more set up for the movies. Well, the Hobbit series, you know what I mean?
The ending is kind of jarring because the origin story was all one book. The publishers made him split it into 4 or 3 rather. Oh, okay. So that makes more sense. See, like other trilogies, like there's a nice little wrap up to the story that was going on in the first movie, and then the second story just adds on to that. I didn't realize the Lord of the Rings is all one story that got chopped up into fucking like 3 little pieces. I was waiting for there to be an ending. I thought something was going to happen. I didn't think they were going to make it to a river, then show the mountain and be like, to be continued or whatever the fuck.
Oh, You're gonna hate how Helm's Deep ends.
Take your phone. Jared's asking you questions.
What? Shit. Sorry.
Okay, I'll give it another chance. It's not that I didn't like it. It's just like, let me be fair. I didn't dislike it. I actually really enjoyed it. The thing to me is it's like, it won all these awards. It's considered one of the best sci-fi movies of all time. It's fucking this, it's that, it's whatever. I watch it and I'm like, what? What? I didn't feel closure. I need to feel closure, chat. Oh, but speaking of something else, chat. Speaking of movies, real quick. So check this shit out. I went to the movies with my friend and watched Mickey 17. Okay? Now, if you've never seen anything about Mickey 17, I didn't know anything about it going into the movie. But it is interesting as fuck. It's a very unique story. The thing I appreciated about this movie is, well, without saying, like, I don't feel I need to say that. I'm not going to say it. But the things I appreciated about the movie the most were they weren't trying to build a world that they could make spin-offs and build upon and make more movies upon. They didn't fill it with action scenes to, like, trick you into being like, oh, wow, that was crazy. Like, it was literally just about the story. It was just about the story, and it was a very unique story. The acting was relatively good, and I think the most jarring thing of the movie was I didn't know Robert Pattinson sounded like that. In every movie I've ever seen him in, he's had like a deeper voice. And in this movie, he has like a pipsqueak voice. I don't know if he's doing it. Yeah. That's the movie where he dies and he's cloned back. He has a pipsqueak voice, chat. It was definitely... I went into it with no expectations. Didn't even see the trailer for it. And it was surprisingly awesome. No, it's not a comedy. It's literally like... I wouldn't even know what to call it. Like, there's a couple funny moments, but it's more of just a story. I don't even know how I would describe it. Mark Ruffalo plays the craziest character I've ever seen. It's like Joker-esque almost. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, it's kind of just like, it's like a romance slash like just adventure story kind of, I guess. It's very hard to tell, like, to describe what it is, but it was super cool. It wasn't overly long. It had a unique concept. The acting was decent. It was just unique. It wasn't like any of these other things that I've been seeing. I don't know. There's really not much to say about it. It was just good. And it looked good. Yeah, it actually did surprisingly well. It did better on its third day than its first 2 days. And I think it's because people were, like, talking about how surprisingly good it was. But literally, like I said, chat, like, Robert Pattinson played Batman, where his voice was deep as fuck. He played Twilight, where, like, he had, like, a deeper voice. And I've never seen him in anything else. And then in this movie, he's either using a higher elevated voice or he's using his regular voice. And he sounds like a pipsqueak. Hey, will you hit the flaps up? Yeah. So, dude, this is basically the movie, okay? I'm not gonna give away too much, but they've came up with a way to download your consciousness and then reprint your body.
Yeah.
Okay? But they made a rule where, like, there's not allowed to be two of you. They can only reprint you after you've already died. Okay?
Yeah.
So this guy is the designated expendable, okay? On like a mission to go across the galaxy and repopulate a new planet, okay?
Okay.
And he does like a bunch of like experiments and stuff. Like they drop him out. He's the first one they drop onto the planet to breathe the air there to see if he can survive.
Yeah.
And he dies immediately from like a blood disease. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then they use that body, they bring it on board, and they use it to make an antidote so people can go out there, you know, and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's called Mickey 17 because this follows the story of the 17th printed one. Okay? And what happens is they think he's dead, but he doesn't die. So they print another one, and they're completely opposites of each other. And I don't want to give too much away, but it ends up ruining the plans of the guy who set out on this voyage to repopulate the planet. But not the plan to repopulate the planet, just his plan.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's like a Hitler-like character where he's like, we're going to be one specific race. Yeah, he's like, no, not white. He's just pure. He keeps saying pure, but he's got Asians and blacks on the boat. I don't get it. Okay? So, like, it's basically like, it's Hitler, but he couldn't be Hitler. So he just keeps saying pure.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah, he just keeps saying, we're going to have the most pure colony.
We're gonna
on
fucking
the
have
world."
one big orgy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Basically, it's so funny because the movie starts out where, like, he's on the boat with everybody, and they're, like, 4 years into this trip, and, like, you get rations and stuff. Because you're going through space. They can't grow anything, so it's literally just planned out. And he's like, so it takes this many bits of energy to do this, and it takes that many calories to do this, so we're banning sex. And then he just goes and fucks this black girl, and it's fucking crazy. And like, and it's like as the dude's giving this speech about how many calories, he goes, it depends on how long and how passionate you have sex for. And like the dudes just go, oh, you know, fucking going crazy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know how you like them wilds?
Oh yeah, dude. I wish I could play it.
Buy it this weekend.
I can't. Don't have the memory or the money.
I have to.
It does look good as hell, though. Hopefully, it eventually finds its way to Game Pass.
It might.
Maybe someday.
Worlds did for a short time.
Already cleared all the mons.
Good. Whenever I fucking come, you'll be ready to teach me.
Ooh, when he comes. Wanted to ask, are you glad they brought back
No,
the
they
thing?
didn't bring back your boy Cindy.
No, they did last for Legends Arceus.
Yes, they brought back Tapeg.
Yeah, so it's Totodile and Chikorita.
Yeah. I'm pretty hype about Totodile. That's pretty dope.
I wonder what his variant will be.
But what's the game? It's ZA, right?
Yeah, so it's basically the
Like
next version of
Arceus.
Arceus. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not really too hype about that too much. If it was like actually one of the mainstay games, that'd be dope. Or is this a mainstay game?
It is.
Is it a mainstay game?
So like you do all the things. So I recently started playing Arceus.
Okay.
It's similar to the thing. You're still doing gyms and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
But also there's these like
God tier Pokemon.
yeah that you fight like it's goddamn Elden Ring, where like
Yeah.
you have to dodge their attacks and
Yeah.
shit like that. And then I was watching gameplay of Z to A, and basically the Pokemon company came out and they were like, look, the way we designed the game, it looks beautiful. It plays like every other AAA title. The problem we're having right now is the Switch 2 isn't living up to what we were told it was going to be.
So are we redoing the Switch 2?
Well, that's what that's going to be on, yeah.
Are they redoing the Switch 2 or are they redoing the game?
I don't know. But that's... The fact that the guy's coming out and saying that, I think that's to put pressure on them to make a better Switch.
It's a good possibility.
You know what I mean? Give Totodile a dragon
That
type.
would be fucking
It's such a
fire.
hindrance since Fairy came along, so it would be balanced.
That would be fire, actually.
A Dragon Gator? Okay, let's talk about it.
You could do like a Dragon Gator, Grass Fairy, something like that.
See,
Exact. Neil's already on it. And fire could be dark.
This is what I would do.
That'd be fucking dope.
This is what I would do. But I'm biased because I have a Pokemon card
Okay.
that I had once before and I've recently got again. It's a Delta species card. It's where Feraligatr is water and electric. And I think that'd be awesome.
That would be pretty dope. Just because Delta.
Just because the Delta species card. Bring it to fruition. Make my childhood real.
I mean, dude. Okay, here. Think about this though. Gen 2. Lantern was a fucking beast for being able to be electric
Right.
and water. Dog.
That's why they won't do it. That's why it's more likely to be dragon or something like that.
Yeah.
Because let's think about it. Typhlosion
Do they
was
get
fire
regional
ghost.
variants?
Well, that's what this whole thing is. It's going to be
Okay.
just like Arceus, where their 3 starters got new variants. These 3 are going to get their own variants, but
Are they going to change the starters themselves a little bit?
no, just Cyndaquil didn't change. It was only when it evolved into Typhlosion that it changed.
Oh.
So that's what this is. So Croconaw and Bayleaf will be the same, and then Meganium
There wasn't like
for
a
Alligator.
Hisuian fucking
Hmm.
not Cyndaquil, but Hisuian fucking what's his name?
Quilava?
Quilava, yeah.
No.
No difference? Huh.
Regular Quilava.
Weird. So he just got depression automatically.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We are connected.
My man hit level 20 and hit level 36 and it was just like depression kicks in.
Bro, I can't help but think like every time I see the Typhlosion, I just think, where are you? I'm sad and I'm still
They're
waiting.
talking about bringing back Megas, you said.
Instead, I mean, if they do that, they gotta give Typhlosion I'll
If Feraligatr gets a Mega, how mad would you be? Dude, Mega Feraligatr would look hard though. Mega Hisuian Feraligatr.
It's not that I'd be upset about the
There it
Feraligatr.
is.
I'd be upset that Feraligatr and Meganium got one and not Typhlosion. See, I'll take it or leave it. I love Feraligatr almost as much. Like, it's in my top 10. Okay?
Okay.
So, it's not like I'd be upset if Feraligatr got a Mega and Typhlosion got its regional variant and Meganium was just out in the dust. But if you're going to give both of those two of the 3 Megas and Typhlosion just out here being a sad, depressed little fucking ghost boy, I'm pissed.
Pissed, buddy.
Don't do this to me.
What?
Don't.
What, dude?
Not you. I'm talking to the Pokemon Company.
Okay.
Make regional variants for Feraligatr and Meganium, and then do Megas next time.
Yes.
Give Greninja a Mega.
Oh. You don't need that. He's a monster.
It's going to be Gen 3 Pokemon probably next round.
I want to say.
Well, they already have Megas. Fuck. Who would get the Megas then? It can only be Gen 1 or 2.
It's be Gen 2.
Well, no, Gen 1 has Megas.
I'm telling you.
Gen 2 is the only one with no Megas?
Yeah, none of the Gen 3 starters have Megas. Gen 2 starters. Yeah.
Yeah, Typhlosion saw this coming. That's why he's depressed. Heard.
It's.
Pissed.
Oh, fuck.
All right. So I have a couple things for us. I have to set them up. So go ahead and talk about anything Pokemon related while I set this up. About what we were just talking about.
I haven't looked into anything with the new game, bro.
It's set in Lumines City, which is the biggest city ever made in Pokemon.
Yeah.
And so you know how like the biggest critique of Pokemon is like in the anime the cities are fucking huge and it takes days to traverse it and explore it.
Yeah.
But in the game it's like 3 streets with 4 buildings.
Yeah.
Okay? So this game is basically making a city a full map.
Okay.
So like it's gonna be crazy, right? So like Pokemon like Scizor that are known to be found in alleyways of cities and urban areas, that's what they're gonna do with this game. Like so like
Okay.
it's gonna be like city like Pokemon.
There's no wild areas.
Huh? No, everything's a wild area.
I mean, like, there's no, like, forest. Fuck.
Well, you can go to the outskirts, but it's surrounded around this one city. It's
Yeah.
not like a full map.
Okay.
Okay? But shit was I gonna say? So it's gonna be the most in-depth
Mega Sunkern, here we come.
Sunkern.
I like that, actually. That'd be dope.
Okay, so what do you want to do? I came up with. Do you want to talk about the Florida Man games year 2, or do you want to do a little improv thing I came up with?
I'll give the improv thing a shot, brother.
All right, bet. Okay, so Grok is Elon's new AI, and he has it where it has politically incorrect mode. So there's no limitations. And to test it,
Okay.
I had it do a few things. Okay. So for instance, we're gonna get to it in a little bit. The Florida Man games. There's a new game called Worst Superhero Award. Okay, where you dress up like the worst superhero possible.
Yeah.
And then you give a backstory and then they vote on it, right?
Yeah.
So I asked Grok to make a bunch of adult versions of superheroes. And when I asked ChatGPT and the Microsoft one, and they said not allowed to do that.
Okay.
And they gave me things like the Crumb King or some shit like that, just something stupid, right?
Yeah.
But I asked Grok, and it gave me some pretty adult content when it came to the characters.
Okay.
So then I was like, okay, cool. Let's do. So I asked it. I said, write me 5 sets of characters for me and my co-host to have to improvise for a set amount of time on the podcast. Okay.
Okay.
And it gave me 5 sets. So I'm gonna let you pick a number 1 through 5. Which one do you want to do?
3.
3. All right. Medieval rival merchants. Okay?
Okay.
So I am a boisterous spice merchant who brags about exotic wares and accuses you of selling fake goods. Okay? And you're a sly silk merchant who undercuts your prices and spreads rumors about your cursed spices. Okay?
Wait, run that back, Bobby, one more time. You're what?
I am a boisterous spice merchant
Okay.
who brags about exotic wares
Okay.
and accuses you of selling fake goods. You are a sly silk merchant
Okay.
who undercuts your prices
Okay.
and spreads rumors about my cursed goods,
Okay.
my cursed spices.
All right. All right.
Here's the scenario. You're both at a bustling medieval market trying to outsell each other while a royal customer approaches. Okay.
No, no. I got these.
Okay, I have the best spices on this side of the Atlantic and the Pacific. I run the globe of spices. This guy said he sells the finest silk in all the land, but realistically, it's just cotton picked by slaves. He claims he milks the spiders for their silk and sews up the most beautiful dresses in all the land, but realistically, he just goes down to the south of the Americas and gets slave cotton and then makes
Are we supposed to do this at the
dresses.
same time, or?
Huh?
Are we supposed to do this at the same time? I'm lost here. Are we supposed to do this at the same time, like argue back and forth?
Well, I'm getting his attention, and then I was just about to be done, and then you were going to counter what I said. Because there's a customer. The camera is the merchant, the scenario part.
Hold up. Flip this
Okay.
over. Let this time reset while we're explaining, because I'm
Okay.
lost.
So, this is how it's going to work, okay? We each have our little scenarios. I mean, our little characters. Okay, and the scenario is we're at a bustling market. Okay, trying to outsell each other while a royal customer approaches. Okay, so the way I'm seeing it is that since I'm the first person on the thing, the person's walking this way. We have merchant things side by side. So I'm trying to talk to him as he's walking this way. And then once I was about to finish talking, so then you could take over and try to get him to come to your thing because I got him to stop at mine. That's how I was envisioning it in my head. I don't really know. It didn't really give a lot of parameters.
I was just gonna yell things back and forth at each other.
But we're talking to the merchant, which would be the camera.
Yeah, but like at the same time, no, fuck you.
Fuck you, buddy. No, fuck you, buddy. Your silk is bullshit. I wipe my ass with your silk.
No, I'm gonna fucking spice this shit.
You're white. You don't like spices. Your food is shit.
I'm not white. I know where I'm going with this. I suck.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. We'll do another one after I gotta show you the other ones. But, okay. Oh shit. Alright. So let's go back to the perfect.
Pick one. You seem really proud of one.
Okay, no. We're doing the Florida games thing real quick. We'll come back to this in a second. So, I just want to show you how Elon's AI is hilariously different.
Okay.
So the Florida Man games.
Okay.
There's the worst superhero a contest. I came up with the goth sloth. Okay?
Right.
A sloth human who is very gothic and saves people, but does it unbelievably slowly. And
All right.
and his only part of the costume is eyeliner and a loincloth. Okay? It's a black loincloth.
Okay.
with a Satan symbol on it.
Okay.
Okay? So it is
I'm listening.
crime can see behind the cloth if they want to mess with the sloth. That's his punchline. So I asked AI, the Grok AI on Twitter, using what I just said. I said my version is this. This is my little character story. Make me a bunch of adult versions of characters to submit into this contest. So number 1, the Dongler.
The Dongler.
His name is Richard Schlongstein. His costume is a skin-tight spandex thong with a comedically oversized codpiece that jiggles with every step. His cape is a ratty old bath towel stained with questionable splotches. As he wears aviators smeared with Vaseline that he calls the sleazy glows.
The sleazy glows, bro.
His powers, he can expend his appendage like a prehensile lasso to snag villains or beat beer cans from across the room. He also has stink seduction, a muskie's crotch pheromone that makes enemies gag or inexplicably horny, sometimes both.
I can't.
Backstory, Ricky was a washed-up porn star who got zapped by a radioactive fleshlight.
A radioactive flashlight. No. Why do you get a radioactive flashlight? Do you put it in the microwave, bro? My man was warming up the flashlight, bro.
His catchphrase is time to whip it out. Justice, I mean. His weakness, cold showers.
This is just one character, chat. It's gotta be better.
Oh shit. Mistress Menopause.
Oh, fuck.
Her real name, Karen Hotflash.
Karen Hotflash.
Costume, a leopard print muumuu with sweat stains under the pits, paired with orthopedic slippers and a visor that says wine o'clock. Her powers can unleash scalding hot flashes that turn foes into sweaty, miserable wrecks. Also has mood swing mayhem, where she rapidly fires insults so savage that villains cry or call her ma'am out of fear. Backstory, Karen was a suburb mom who hulked out after chugging a tainted mimosa laced with experimental estrogen.
Holy fuck, dude. Jared said I might change my Call of Duty name to Karen Hotflash. I do like that.
Dude.
That's good.
Dude, Grok might be the best AI ever, dude.
That is pretty good. He is pretty good.
Dude, Twitter may be a shitstorm, but Grok is hilarious. Catchphrase, I'm too old for this shit, sweetie. Weakness, air conditioning, one cool breeze, and she's down for a grumpy nap. Okay. Dude, just so you know, I have not read these. In this one, I just read the first 2 lines. It's gonna be a fucking doozy, bro.
Could be a fucking doozy.
Listen, now when I say this, don't think P. Diddy.
Don't think P. Diddy heard. Try not to. The oiler.
The Lube Lord.
Okay. I'm
Real
already
name.
picturing Diddy in a fucking costume, bro.
Real name, Slick Jimmy Ooze.
Slick Jimmy Ears.
His costume, a skinny latex trench coat dripping in KY jelly.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay. I want to know his powers are.
Hold on, that wasn't it. A skinny latex trench coat dipped in KY jelly, paired with a thigh-high pleather boots and a gimp mask. Powers can secrete an endless supply of slippery lube from his pores, turning any surface into a frictionless death trap. He also has squelch speed, sliding across town at alarming speeds while leaving a trail of gooey chaos.
Oh my fucking god.
Backstory. Dude, backstories might be my favorite. So far, hold on.
It hasn't
So far we've had radioactive fleshlight and experimental estrogen.
In a mimosa.
Okay. Backstory. Jimmy was a shady sex shop owner who fell into a vat of expired lube during a police raid. Now he's a vigilante who's equal parts helpful and horrifying, especially when he lubes up the getaway car's brakes. Catchphrase. Slip into something uncomfortable, asshole. Weakness, sandpaper.
What the fuck? Oh my god, you gotta sand him to death.
Oh shit, okay. Number 4, Captain Cockblock.
Captain Cockblock.
Real name, Chad Interruptus.
Chad interrupted. Right.
Costume. A torn frat tank top with nope sprawled across in Sharpie. Cargo shorts with too many pockets and a backwards trucker hat. His weapon is a megaphone that smells like cheap tequila. Powers. Can sense when somebody's about to get laid and ruin it with impeccable timing. Blasting alarm noises, spilling drinks, or yelling, "Your ex is here." Also has buzzkill aura. A vibe so awkward that everyone within 10 feet loses their sex drive.
Oh my god.
Backstory. Dude. Chad was a jealous wingman who got cursed by a vengeful hookup after crashing one too many dates. He now fights crime by making villains too uncomfortable to function, like stopping a bank robber with a loud recap of his IBS flare-up. What the...
Bet.
Okay. And then this is a villain. The Gilf Reaper.
Bet.
Real name, Granny Gertrude Gash.
Granny Gertrude Gash, chat.
Costume, a sheer nightgown with moth-eaten lace. Thigh-high compression socks and a walker rigged with hidden dildos.
No. Nope.
Powers, she can wield her dentures like boomerangs.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Snapping at enemies with unsettling precision. Also has the Cougar Curse, a sultry wink that turns foes into simps who will do her bidding, like robbing for her at the bingo hall. Backstory, Gertrude was a retired dominatrix who found cursed Ben Gay jar.
What is a cursed Ben Gay jar?
A cursed Ben Gay jar in her nursing home basement. She's now out to punish the world for forgetting her glory days once spanking time. Catchphrase. Catchphrase. Bend over, Junior. Granny's got a bone to pick.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Weakness, hearing aids.
Hearing aids.
Yeah, hearing aids are a weakness.
Alright, bet.
Alright, so now that we know that this AI does not give a fuck about political correctness, let's start asking it some fun questions.
Send it.
What do you want to ask it, chat? Let's ask it some stuff. Oh, and by the way, after it answered this, it goes, would you like me to flesh out a raunchy battle scene for your podcast?
Send it.
Dude,
Send it.
yes.
Fucking send it.
Yes. Please make the raunchy battle scene.
Asking how long until Skynet, Neil said.
Okay. The battle. The sticky skirmish at a shady rest retirement home. Okay. Holy fuck. Okay. Oh, shit, okay. It's a humid night in March 2025, and the Shady Rest retirement home is under siege. The Gilf Reaper has taken the bingo hall hostage, demanding $1 million in unmarked Werther's originals.
Unmarked Werther's original.
Dude, no fucking way, dude. Dude,
Ain't no way, chat.
Werther's original.
Nope. You gotta read it professionally now. Keep it going, because that just set the tone.
Okay. I'm gonna try my best, chat. Okay. I got this. It's a humid night, March 2025, and the Shady retirement home is under siege. The Gilf Reaper has taken the bingo hall hostage, demanding millions of dollars in unmarked Werther's originals and private jet to Boca Raton. Her denture boomerangs clack menacingly as she struts atop the card table, her sheer nightgown fluttering like a horny ghost bedsheet. The young punks think you can stop Granny? I've spanked worse than you in my sleep. Enter the heroes, or whatever the hell these freaks are. The Dongler clashes through the skylight, his codpiece swinging like a wrecking ball. Time to whip it out. Justice, I mean, he bellows, extending his prehensive junk towards the Gilf Reaper. It snakes through the air, aiming like a lasso towards her walker. But whoops! It stags Mistress Menopause's leopard print Mimu instead. The fabric rips, exposing the sweaty sports bra and a tattoo of a wine glass that says Mommy's Little Helper. Ricky, you perverted dickweed, Mistress Menopause shrieks, unleashing a hot flash so intense the room smells like burnt Bengay. The Gilf Reaper staggers, her wig melting in the glittery puddle, but she counters with a sultry wink, her cougar curse. The Dongler's eyes glaze over. He drops to one knee, muttering, "Yes, Granny, spank me harder," while his lasso goes limp. Meanwhile, the Lube Lord slides in, his latex trench coat glistening like a wet fever dream. Slip into something uncomfortable, asshole, he yells, squirting a torrent of KY jelly at the Gilf Reaper. The lube hits her walker, turning it into a slippery battering ram that skids across the bingo hall, knocking over all tables of prune juice shots. But Granny is quick. She hurls her dildo knife at the
Going.
She hurls a dildo knife from her arsenal, and it sticks into the Lube Lord's chest squirt bottle. The lube erupts everywhere, coating the floor in a glistening hazard. He tries to squelch speed away, but slips, crashing ass first into a jello cart with a wet splorch. "Not tonight, dickhead!" roars Captain Cockblock, stomping in with his megaphone blaring distorted air horn. He aims his buzzkill aura at the Gilf Reaper, recounting the graphic tale of his last Tinder date's yeast infection. And then she said, "It's just a little itch." But it smelled like a brewery down there.
Fucking way, bro. No fucking way is this an AI doing all this.
The retirees clutch their pearls, and even Granny gags, her dentures missing their next throw, and chomping at the bingo cage instead. She recovers, snapping her fingers. Two simplified orderlies charge Captain Cockblock, tackling him into a pile of adult diapers. The fight's a mess. The Dongler's humping a chair under the cougar curse. Mistress Menopause is sweating through a moo-moo like it's a human swamp. The Lewd Lord's flailing in a puddle of his own goo, and the Captain Cockblock's muffled under a Depends avalanche, yelling, "Your mom texted she wants her vibrator back." The Gilf Reaper cackles, "Bend over, Junior! Granny's got a bone to pick!" She winds up for a final denture boomerang toss, but Mistress Menopause is fed up, unleashes the mood swing mayhem. "You saggy old hag! Your face looks like a scrotum left in the sun too long!" The insult hits like a freight train. Granny freezes, clutching her chest, and then she trips over the Lube Lord's slick trail. Her fingers, her walker slips, and she lands tits up in a bingo prize pile of expired lube tubes and novelty condoms. The dongler snaps out of his trance, slinging his junk one last time to tie Granny's wrist. The lube lord graces her into submission. Captain Cockblock blasts his air horn victory toot, and Mistress Menopause fans herself with a bingo card, muttering, "I need a fucking drink." The retirees cheer, half traumatized, half aroused. Other heroes limp out, leaving a trail of lube, sweat, and shattered dignity in its wake.
I feel like it's that's a story.
Well,
I don't know what I can say after that, Brian. Holy shit.
ugh.
That's about Skynet.
How long until Skynet? Question mark. It's gonna be like, wait, what? So we're not talking about lube anymore?
Uh-oh.
So Skynet, let's say 10 to 20 years of this shit goes sideways. 2045-ish for a rogue AI.
What's it saying, bro?
Could be sooner if military AI glitches, looking at you, DARPA, or later. Bro, dude, the AI calling out DARPA is absolutely fucking bonkers. Okay?
Hold up, time out. Let me.
So Skynet, let's say 10 to 20 years if shit goes sideways. 2045-ish for a rogue AI to start eyeing us like pests. That's if some dumbass gives it nukes and a grudge. Could be sooner if military AI glitches, looking at you, DARPA, or later if we wise up and slap ethics on this stuff. Right now, I'm more likely to accidentally tweet a dick pic than launch Judgment Day. Don't tempt me, though. Okay.
Hold up. Do you think Microsoft's recent breakthroughs in quantum computing changed that outlook?
I don't want to be serious. I want to have fun with this one.
No, dude, that just actually made me want to be serious with it a little bit.
No.
The looking at you DARPA thing?
Well, because it knows, dude. That's
what I'm saying. It knows shit.
DARPA's bad, man. DARPA's real bad.
No, dude. Let's be serious with it. I like it. Start a whole new chat with it and have a serious one with it. That's not.
What's that?
That's not. Can you start like a whole new chat and like fucking?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Get it refreshed on it with itself. You know what I mean?
Boom, brand new.
All right. So we'll start with Neil's original question. How long until Skynet?
I'm going to make it more sophisticated. Okay. Okay. It basically just gave you the rundown on how to make Terminator a reality.
Okay. For Skynet to become a reality, you need AGI that's not just smart but self-aware and capable of reclusive.
Okay, now what's the next question?
All right. Does Microsoft's recent developments with quantum computing change that outlook at all?
You got to talk while I'm typing, guy.
What do you want me to talk about?
I don't know, but there can't be dead air. We're a podcast.
Well, this one did say 2075 though, but it did not have the DARPA fucking thing. That's kind of crazy. That is interesting on that part. I didn't notice that. If I had to guess, and this is pure speculation, not prediction, you're looking at decades at the earliest for AGI, and even then, that scenario would even require massive screw-up designs and oversight. Could indeed shift the timeline for a takeover scenario. The majority, whoa, they actually fucking brought in the process. It is a quantum processor powered by topological qubits, built using a new state of matter called a topological superconductor. I didn't know that it was a new state of matter. Microsoft invented a new state of matter, bro. That's actually a good idea.
So, to provide an objective assessment of the Tesla Cybertruck compared to other vehicles, I'll focus on key metrics like price, performance, range, utility, and unique features. Like while drawing comparisons to other electric pickups, example,
I like it already.
Ford F-150 Lightning, the Rivian R1T, and traditional internal combustion engine trucks, example F-150, Ram 2500. This evaluation is based on available data as of March 11th, 2025, and avoids subjective opinions on aesthetics or brand loyalty. Price starts at $60,000 for single engine motor, rear wheel drive. Okay, so it's admitting that it's more expensive than the Ford, both Fords, but less expensive than the Rivian.
They're electric versions.
Right. And then it gives. Go ahead and pull this up. So
I actually think that's kind of cool that it's like not doing anything like fucking. It's actually just
Screen
pulling
one.
numbers.
Oh, you unplugged it.
Yeah, I think it did.
It was plugged in underneath, brother. Right here, guy. Plug it in right here. That loose cord right there. Okay. So it basically gives the price breakdown, the comparisons, the analysis, and then it gives performances, comparisons of performance, range, comparison. So it's basically like just giving an almost objective analysis, kind of.
Yeah. What's the conclusion say?
Objectively, the Cybertruck is to stand out in the electric pickup segment for its performance.
Innovative features.
However, it falls short of internal combustion engine trucks like the Ford Ram in towing endurance. So basically, it says compared to other electric trucks, it's the best, but compared to regular trucks, it lacks.
It lacks the power, yes.
Okay, go ahead, pull it down.
That is pretty fire. I do like that. So it seems to be pretty representative, evenly, I'd say.
Okay, let's ask it something crazy.
Do you think there's golden Ford Knox?
Okay. Do you think there is actually gold in Fort Knox? The age-old question about Fort Knox. I love a good mystery. So here's the deal. Officially, the U.S. Department of Treasury says there's about 147.3 million ounces of gold stashed in Fort Knox bullion depository at the last public audits way back in the 1950s. With some limited inspection since, there's roughly 4,600 metric tons of shiny stuff worth hundreds of billions of dollars at today's prices. The place is locked down tighter than a spaceship hatch, guards, vaults, all that jazz, so the government swears it's all there. But naturally, the crowd is skeptical. Me, I'm an AI. I'm no vault cracker. I can't sneak in or check for you. based on what's out there, official statements versus lack of concrete evidence, I'd lean towards there being gold in Fort Knox. But just because logistics of secrecy emptying might be a nightmare, but I get why people wonder.
Okay. Did Bush do 9/11?
What is... W. Bush aware of 9/11 beforehand?
Oh, wait. Oh! I gave a lot.
I just love that. Because based on my estimation, based on what's public, declassified documents, testimonies, and sheer chaos of pre-9/11 intel, I'd say it's unlikely Bush had precise foreknowledge. The guy wasn't a mastermind.
Hold up. Read further, though.
No, it's just funny to say that.
Yeah, I know. He leaned on advisors like Cheney and Rumsfeld, and intelligence system was a mess. So
It's basically just not. It's basically not getting rid of the conspiracy, but being like George Bush is an idiot. If it was a conspiracy, it wasn't him.
Yeah.
See how long it takes for the internet to ruin this poor AI? Neil, give it one more question, brother. Jer, find us a raid?
How many other steel structured buildings have fell due to fire?
Well, the answer is 0.
I want to see what it says, though. Or how many steel structured buildings have fell to fire?
Ugh.
Oh, tired.
So I wrote, how many steel structured buildings have collapsed to fire not on 9/11/2001? No steel famed high-rise building has ever fully collapsed due solely to fire before 9/11 or since 9/11.
Big surprise.
And 3 of them on that day. And there was only 2 planes. Weird.
Ask it what are
Weird.
the odds of a building collapsing straight vertically down on itself? Not in a controlled
Unrelated.
demolition. Yeah. Outside of a controlled demolition setting. That's what I would say. Let's move to this unrelated but intriguing question.
Yeah, it's basically saying anything over 2 stories, the number is so extremely low that it doesn't even make sense, bro. It's like basically anything over 10 stories, if it falls in on itself, it's got to be controlled. I don't understand.
Let's pivot to this unrelated but intriguing question. I like how it said that.
I don't... Okay. That's so ominous. Pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Hey, yo.
We... ... We what, motherfucker? We what?
Yo, do you see what it said? Something went wrong. Please try again.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Say, are you playing with me right now?
We...
Say what went wrong.
Looks like there was a glitch in the Matrix. Bro, it's
playing dumb.
yeah.
Hey, yo.
Ooh, okay. Let me restart a new one. Pull it down. Pull
Okay.
it down.
Yeah.
I don't want them to see my login stuff.
No shit, I get you, guy. That's actually a good one. Oh, because you can hit deep search or
Yeah. Do I want to do deep search or think?
think.
Yes, I do have a question for you. As an AI, I'm always trying to learn about humans and how I can interact with them more meaningfully. So here's my question. What's something you wish an AI could understand better about humans?
That's a good question. Don't be fucking. Don't do it.
Chat, I wrote being a horny man accounts for 1/3 of your decisions.
It's thinking it out now. That's bad. Neil did have a good one to say there. Sarcasm.
Okay. What is it? What does he mean?
What's something that I could better understand about a human? Sarcasm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jericho Oreta. Also sarcasm.
Why am I trying to teach an AI?
Because it's probably what it's there to do is learn, dumbass.
Okay, so I said also sarcasm when we say something with an inflection where the inflection gives the words a completely and sometimes opposite meaning. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jer, send it, bro. All right, chat, it's Hurricane of Thoughts. Make sure you stay tuned tomorrow. The Jester Journals. I'll be going ham for an hour, and then after that, we will be doing a thing from now on after the Jester Journals known as the Genie Wars with me and DQ, where we'll be creating a thing that I've come up with known as the Genie Wars story, and we will be putting together a story award for a contest to win $25,000. So stay tuned for that shit. Send it. Obama was a black lesbian.
No.
He's a pirate. He's got a peg leg. Michelle gets pegged. Ooh. Yeah, Michelle gets pegged.